Hello, and welcome back to the Landedkiller show. Today, we're doing a little look-sees at patch 11.8. I know that I haven't put out an official video really on this patch or whatever yet. I've just been kind of busy with real life stuff at the moment. A lot of stuff just happens, and you gotta just do what you can. Just kind of look at the reworked operations here for a minute. I'm kind of excited to see Ultimate Frontier back, Hermes, and Cherry Blossom. Hoping that maybe we get that Dunkirk operation back one of these days as well. Let's kind of look at this this article quickly and kind of give my thoughts on it. So you got your little bonuses thing going on here. Rewards depending on what tier you're at. Now keep in mind this isn't turned on until Friday, so you're not going to see it right now. Looks like you get around 28 days to do it, from Friday September 16th to Friday October 14th. You can get more extra rewards by getting certain experience thresholds and co-op and randoms. Looks at this. Honestly, for me, having 400 something ships, I'm going to be trying to get up here so I can get more of these knocked off. 7 Seas collection. I'm going to guess that this isn't really going to show up until probably Friday. From daily bundles or special combat mission chains. I assume that maybe these will be available soon enough. But added to Armory. The reward for that is basically tier 7 economic bonuses thing. That's about it. This Warship strike, I've not seen it show up yet. I'm assuming it's coming pretty soon. It's like you can get permanent camouflage bonuses, economic bonuses, credits. I already said that the separation of camos and economic bonuses is a bad idea. You can already see that Wargame is going to profit massively off that. Because now they can only give you, now they'll probably only give you the camo and not the bonuses to go with the camo, thus further increasing inflation in the game. Reworked operations, about the one thing I can get excited about with this patch. 30-minute restriction is gone, tier 6 to tier 8. I've done a couple of battles with my team, my clan, Milo and Ivan, you guys are the greatest. We kept ending up in Raptor Rescue for the random operation, so I don't know why they say it's random, but you keep ending up in Raptor Rescue. That makes no sense to me. All these steps are designed to increase the popularity of operations. Well, hopefully that happens. That way they stay like this and they don't change too much. The British battleships are available to research, and we don't have early access yet for the Japanese cruisers. My guess is because they had to magic them from scratch pretty much. That's why it's taking so long. The Dockyard event's still going on. The changes to reload, definitely the biggest change. Reload not change. Overall, this will be a positive change for most people. The target battleships are getting a special buff. The 30% to shell switching, minimum shell switching time. Honestly, you can only do so much with all this stuff. You know, this little animation kind of shows you how this works for the most part. You switch to the sap, and it's basically being faster than usual. Got brawls going on, tier 4, I believe, this time around. Armory, they got this overpowered destroyer running around. Which tiles does it keep carrying? 8 that can burst fire, alternative mode. Oh, so not only can it go 40, but it can suddenly just unleash a massive barrage of firepower on you. Great Scott. And it's over $100. 3 weeks after this goes live, will be available in the Armory. This is the kind of stuff I don't like seeing happen every time. Oh, you can't get it for free right away. You have to wait 3 weeks. Okay. It's really designed to make you want to buy it right away. As a content creator, I'm not going to support Wargaming, and I'm going to skip over Alvaro de Bazan until I get the call for it. I'm not going to buy into just getting a ship right when it comes out anymore. I've been burned too many times on that end with Wargaming. This update brings the following items to the game: Mahan, Edrek, sign up Legend of Oceans for an alt. So I'm assuming that an alt's going to show up probably in a week or two, pretty much. It's the German Tier 8 battleship, pretty much. I believe it's packing 350mm guns from what I remember. Honestly, I think that you're going to have just a lot of people just mad if ships continue to show up like Alvaro de Bazan with the burst fire mode. I've already seen it happen with World of Tanks, with a lot of people getting upset over that. Basically, you are basically outclassed and there's nothing you can do to fight back when a ship shows up with burst fire. I'm sorry. And this goes back to what I said with the burst fire not always going to be staying with the super ships, that they're eventually going to try to do it at the lower tiers, and this is the start of that with the tier 10 Alvaro de Bazan. Which, let's be honest, this is basically copy and paste of the tier 10 Italian tech tree. Literally no effort really put into this design besides saying, haha, here's a gift, here's something we'll give to the whales to sit there and beat on the players that don't get it right away. But yeah, I wish that this waiting period stuff would go away. I don't see it being good for anybody. And there's been updates with the containers for the premium ship containers. And then the ships for this year in there. And they're talking about how they finally added in the ships for testing. Usually they test ships for 1 or 2 patches, so I don't expect these cruisers to actually be available for early access until maybe November at this point. I could be wrong and they could show up in the October patch, but given the track record, usually I would say probably October when they show up. If they show up for early access in October, then they're truly desperate for cash. Pretty much. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm saying that you should go about monetization in different ways. Like camels are an easy one to do. All the depth charges are unified, as you can see here. So we've got some changes here, some buffs and some nerfs. Looks like the Italians are getting some buffs and some nerfs depending on what tier. Janan getting a reload buff, Harbin getting repair party consumable. Silly Wang getting a buff. Nararo getting a slight buff. Champan getting a huge buff in HP. Reload getting a slight nerf. Burn. Nerf. United States, another nerf. Why? Remove purchase slip and purchase slot buttons from the ship carousel and port. Are you kidding me? People use those. You know, thank and report within 30 minutes. Why the hell did they remove that? I guess they really want you to go in the premium shop instead of just using your doubloons like how you always would. When changing weapons to torpedoes like everyone else soldiers. Okay, do we really want that? Added option to save a custom selection. Some model windows adding display of aircraft boosters or takeoff. Some description has been updated. Removed unnecessary elements from the buoy model. Fixed geometry for ships. Fixed textures. I am... Hell. Let me guess, we have Dasha probably smiling saying, this is such a good thing. Well, I'm just... Some part of me just knows that by this time next year, there's going to be a bunch of ships running around with that burst fire mechanic. It's not going to be good for anyone. Captain Romani light cruiser was a basis. Okay, I mean, they're saying, oh, there's a basis for this, but to me, it just seems kind of off. It's like you're getting your Twitch drops back again. Good for those that have Twitch, I guess. Little maps tips thing. Forum contest, I believe, is still ongoing until the 15th. And open up a random window. Now I have to get back on the ships again. Yeah, I just think that priority things should be trying to fix the broken features, such as not being able to use your chat window or not being able to use your divisions tab, which I've had an issue with for 2 patches in a row at this point. It's been extremely annoying. Alright, Landedkiller is going to cool off and do a quick battle here. Or I just do co-op for the heck of it, because I don't feel like dealing with randoms. I know that some of you are probably being like, hey, what's going on with the channel? Why aren't you uploading all the time like you used to? And the answer's simple. Real life hit hard, and I'm still having to deal with that. It's not like I can just flip a switch and bam, everything's back to normal, yada, yada, yada. It's a slow process for me, and we'll get back up to 100% here in a bit. It's just taking a little bit longer than what I thought. I literally did 2 videos in one night. Like I did, what was it? I did zombies and killer from reviews literally one night, and I literally was gonna upload a video to the racing channel, and then I passed out in my bed, and then I woke up in the morning with the phone in my hand, and I was like, what happened? Pretty much. So I'm doing what I can for you guys, and I hope that you understand that. And no, I'm not running around being woe is me right now. I'm just literally explaining to you that stuff happened. I'm dealing with it, and it's gonna be some time before we just get things back to how they were a couple months back. Sometimes you trust people and they just don't keep their word. It's, oof, hard stuff. I'm not gonna name the person or get into the specifics of that. I think the main thing now is just as a community, we take our time to just find ways to de-stress and just enjoy our lives. That's what I'm gonna ask of everybody that watches this video. You need to take some time out of your day today, de-stress, enjoy your life, and not over worry like I do sometimes, because that tends to be a thing I deal with every time. I know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm doing my best for you guys. That's why I got the Rio de Janeiro, because this wasn't an overpriced tier 10 ship with burst fire mechanics, which I don't support. The only times I really pull out when I pull out super ships is for clan battles most of the time, or for the occasional jaunt in my live streams. But I do believe that the burst fire mechanic in itself is broken, and I don't believe it should have ever been added to World of Warships. Just as in the same way that I was against John Bart when it first came out with its main battery reload mechanic. But at least with MRB, it's not instantaneous, haha in your face, 20, 30 shells raining down on you, like it is with burst fire. Burst fire, there's like only maybe 1 second delay. MRB actually seems more balanced than burst fire now, which is hilarious. It's like they want the game to get faster and faster and faster and faster. And I'm sitting here, I'm going like, so what if you can attract new players to the game? If you don't retain them, it's not going to matter. You're pissing off your core audience, which is the long-time folks that prefer the slower game, if I'm being honest. I miss the old Warships sometimes, I'm not going to lie. I miss the days when we didn't have submarines, didn't have 20 different things going on at once. And part of the reason why Wargaming, I believe, is speeding up the pace of the game is they're trying to get us ready for modern ships eventually. I know that a lot of us don't want that, and I'm on that list too. The only ship I would even want from a later era is the Kitty Hawk. If I'm being fully honest, I would really like it if we actually got more ships from the past, like World War, what was it? Spanish-Japanese War, Sino-Russo War. A lot of ships from the 1890s, I believe, could make it into the game and work at a sub-tier, something below tier 0. I think they could find a way to make it work. I feel like the more modern you go, the more mad people are going to be, honestly, at the developers, myself included. I do not want to see missiles. I do not want to see anything similar to that in the game, but yet it seems like they already exist with these jets. The United States and the Eagle. And I want to say the Sakura. I think that's getting that as well. I feel like the only way you're going to fix the game now with all the massive changes you made is by listening to your players. Because you know things are seriously messed up when Little White Mouse hasn't posted a ship review in nearly 2 or 3 months. You just know things are messed up then. And my plea to Wargame would be slow down with all these radical changes and think about your players for once. If you truly want people to spend money on your game, you gotta make them happy. You gotta knock it off with these random bundles nonsense. Stop time gating stuff. It's not fun. Nobody likes it. Nobody enjoys it. I don't know. I think the only reason why you're doing is to make a little extra money on the side Wargaming. I've known you for years, Wargaming, and you guys always try to squeeze the last penny out of people. I think it's about time that you learn from your past and did another free ship marathon like you did for the October Revolution ship from 2018. The Dockyard event is great. I'm sure people will get the Huron. I'm saying you need to do those events more often, considering you have over 300 premium ships in the game now. You could afford to give away some of the old ones for free, surely. I would really think that'd be a great idea, considering how you want to sit there and throw people into the fire pretty much at tier 5 when they have to face the tier 6 subs. But I also encourage you on submarine development to just take your time like you have been doing and don't rush the final release of submarines, which I know is coming sometime this year or next year. Because you wouldn't be making premiums unless you're getting ready for final release. So I encourage you, take it slow and really look at them statistics hard on that. I don't necessarily hate wargaming. It's the fact that their monetizations are getting more and more aggressive as time has went on that's really made me mad. The fact that they don't take the time to balance their monetization with the pace of the game, in a sense. I feel like the game is too over monetized at this point, and they need to go back to giving more stuff away for free at this point to entice players' interest. But giving away a free tier 5 or tier 6 premium occasion would be nice. Let some of the newer players who haven't been in the game for years actually get some stuff, because they have an interest in this game too, and if you want them to spend money, you should give them something for free first. You should create your own version of the battle pass from like World of Tanks and try it that way if you're really that desperate for cash, and give away these bonuses in it. You can surely do that. We know that. I'm not going to say that one way is right or another way is right, but I think that exploring a battle pass option for World of Warships should be considered. It's worked so well in your titles of World of Tanks Blitz and World of Tanks itself that you should bring it over to World of Warships. Have a free battle pass for those that play the game for free, and have an improved battle pass for those that spend a little bit. I think that idea should be considered, because then if you make additional money off of that, you can make monetization less aggressive on the other aspects of your game, in my honest opinion. Honestly, this ship is a turning point for World of Warships, because as soon as this mechanic makes it down to even more lower tiers, a lot of people are going to be upset. I would love to see something different for once, where a ship was not available for doubloons. I wonder what would happen if you did the reverse, where you only had a ship available for coal for 3 weeks and then had it available for doubloons. But no, you wouldn't do that, because you want to make money. I understand that. But understand that the choices you guys are making can cause a lot of upside to the game. Look at this. 28 of these I had to roll in order to get Hampshire. It's bonuses. It's a game, we play for fun, I get that. But at the same time, the mechanics need to be balanced so that the new players can actually keep up with the game in some form. At least giving away the old premium ships, and for once, put a tier 8 coal ship in the darn army already. You got so many of them here, it's ridiculous. How about you start with 2 popular ones? How about you start with Tirpitz and Roma and Graf Zeppelin, and see what happens from there. Try to experiment a little bit with some coal ships at tier 8. I think it would be well worth your time. And as a closing message, I will try to do my best to get videos out more often like I did in the past, but this is a slow and arduous process for me to just kind of get back in the swing of things, just because I've been hurting so much lately. But I will do my best for you guys, and know that I am going to continue actively uploading on the channels. It's just that things take time. You need time to heal from things that people do to you, and that's kind of where I'm at. So, yeah. Until next time, don't forget to like, watch, subscribe, comment. I read all the comments. I haven't been seeing too many lately, but it's probably because I haven't been uploading as much. But yeah. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.